starting from the palatal approach, not on the crest of the ridge. Palatally, we utilize the well behind the root of the adjacent tooth. We started drilling, we placed the implants. What I did was I blunt the hypodermic needle, inserted into the incisive canal to see how far I am from the incisive canal. Then the implant was placed. The next day we called the patient to ask for any numbness or anything. Suppose if there is a numbness, you don't have to worry. Just go into the anti-clockwise direction, take off the implant, wait for a few more weeks, then you can place for the next surgical procedure. But fortunately, nothing went wrong. Can you see this? Processes. So we told the Dimcal laboratory to make a processes in the acrylic, and I told him to establish in such a way there is no positive contact between the valley to the soft tissue. So it was more of a convex surface so that you can do a shoe shine way of flossing. Can you see this? The floss slips below the cervical line and goes into the area. The patient did the flossing very well. And this was possible because the bite was not so deep. If it is a deep bite, definitely I would have done it. This is how it is. He's been doing it for the last 15 months. 1 year, 3 months old. Can you see that location of the implant here? This is again a freehand technique. No guide, no dynamic navigation. So again, so we have, since we are in a teaching institute, always we have a problem, who is doing that job? So this case, if it goes to the oral surgeon, definitely they do the beautiful impaction and all those things. But again, that soon after this type of cases, Emmanuel, what's your opinion on this? No, if not.
The canine and then place the implant.
But then that particular area, the length of the canine is so bad, so much, the graft material should be taken verbally. Such most often it is from the ear. The patient was not interested. And she was about to get married. So the only choice is we needed to place implants. And the girl was very reluctant to go for the crown preparation. That is the easy procedure for us to manage. So what we did, after taking a CBCT, we started drilling the implant and placed in such a way without encroaching the follicular space around the canine. We just stopped at the level and placed the implant and restored it. It's almost 5 years. She's going really strong with that. And this is the emergency profile.
So post-operative CBCT, sir? Post-operative CBCT.
Because we have questioned that.
The impacted canine is retained.
Impacted canine is retained. No, sometimes we place the implant because nowadays we get to see the active threads which are not suitable for any patient with traumatic injuries. The grain of the soft tissue occur, when you open it up, you tend to see the threads. Don't get panic. Though there was a primary stability, what you can do is gently remove the implants. Take another implant, drill it furthermore, and place the implant, close the socket. And instead of connecting a cover screw, you can connect a healing abutment and place the sutures. So this is the healing abutment buried. We waited for 7 months. Customized abutment. Manage the patient. This area masked with the gingiva. So here, I'm not going to talk about the grafting procedures and everything. That's not my specialty. Whatever the clinical situation, we were in a reasonable situation to manage.
You don't do graft surgery. I'm asking.
எனக்கு தெரியாது. So not only the maxilla that we have, again mandible, there is a severe resorption, we have the mandibular canal closer to the desired site of placement. So here's a typical case of the full mouth rehabilitation where we bypass the mandibular canal and we place the implants. Can you see the floor of the mouth? It is here. We manage, it's again a screw retain prosthesis. Partially dental extension. All these cases are done by our postgraduates. Now, I hope you remember the maxillary cases I showed you. This is a young woman of 18 years old. She had a canine infection and she got it removed. This was the thing that had happened. No, we cannot blame anybody for that. That's a fate. They have to remove that amount of wound for the amount of exception. And she wanted to go for the replacement. They gave her a choice of implant. When they were trying for implant, they had to go for graft and all those things, but everything was rejected. Finally, she comes to us. So we tried what maximum that we can do to save the patient. That's all we did. So we placed the implants. Instead of placing something, because the soft tissue thickness was too much, we made a substructure similar to your crown preparation. We screwed to that. On top of that, we cemented the process. So it is easy for us to retrieve. We placed the implant in 2011. She's doing extremely good. And that time she was 18 years old. Now she's mother of 2. Can you see the angulation that you are given? So what do we do with these type of cases? Now we this pterygoid implant pterygoid implant nothing, there's nothing called special design for the pterygoid. We can use the pterygoid tooth. Yeah. So this is the condition where we have the partially denturous condition. The patient never wanted to go for a removable partial denture. So 2 implants in the anterior and 1 place in the pterygoid region. This is a clinical scenario of that particular patient. Yeah. So if you are familiar with the anatomy, implant is a cake. Now, the students were demanding getting a sinus lift. They started questioning my efficiency in implant dentistry. So I cannot say no in a teaching institute. So we did the sinus lift with the graft for this particular one. Can you see the amount of bone resorption in this area? So we have to do essentially indirect sinus lift. I did and replaced the graft procedure, grafting procedure, which is the soft tissue. Now, there's a condition called combination syndrome where the opposing arch gets resorbed so badly because of the presence of natural teeth. In the Mari case, it's movable soft tissue, jasti. So anterior maxilla is thin. There's something called as an AP spread into anterior posterior spread. That is, you draw an imaginary line from the distalmost part of the implant and draw an imaginary line passing to the middle of the anterior most implant, and you multiply the same by 2. Whatever is the value is the cantilever. The shorter the cantilever, shorter will be your arch. So how to improve the anterior posterior spread? So this is the case. It says only here it is 11.2, here it is 8.28, 9.41. So how to improve the length? So what we did, use this angulation, this angulation, this angulation and this angulation. That is 2V like, starting from the central incisor, singular media given inclination more towards the lateral wall of the nose. Yeah? And starting from the sinus area, given inclination pointing more towards the, running parallel to the anterior wall of the sinus. You can place the implant. Is that clear? To have a good